one restaurant.
And welcome, welcome, welcome. The early morning Sunday show, which means it's Sunday. Doesn't that help to start your week? At least you see the video, go, oh yeah, it's Sunday. That guy's on again. That guy must be Sunday. I'm just here to help you out, folks. That's it. Call it a public service video. So the opening, I was down in the Detroit area, actually northern suburb, very nice suburb area, very nice area of the city. And I went to one mall, it's called Partridge Creek. It's an outdoor mall. Beautiful, really full. There was a couple empty stores, though they do have two anchors, and the anchors on either end of it were closed. But lights, festive, very good. Then, 2 miles away, just 2 miles away, is an indoor mall. I think that was put up in the late 60s or something. And, go in, it's a Macy's, beautiful Macy's. Actually, very nice. I found my wife some presents in there. And then went into the mall, and it was 2/3 empty. It was so sad. It was just, God, you just saw the beauty. The beauty that had been there was no more. Giant food court. It's just sad. It's happening everywhere. It's happening across the world, from what I hear. So the indoor mall, I had recently read indoor malls are making a comeback. I don't know where, but if you have one, congratulations. But we're here for the records. But it is the holiday shopping season, so that's what you get. All right. So yeah, let's do some records instead. Okay. And we're going I just found out about this. I'm not sure how it just popped up. It was Rain Parade. Rain Parade put out a new album this year. I had no idea about this. I think it popped up in my feed or whatever on Amazon. So I ordered this album from Amazon, of course, and it comes in a big box. And in the big box, there's, in a plastic bag, we have this album that I ordered. Now, what made it more interesting is this album was not in the shrink wrap. This album was all bent up. There's creases all over this damn thing. It's like, what? It must have been sent back. If I didn't order a sent back one, and they shipped this to me. So, I got a hold of Amazon. This one came in a box. This one came in a shrink. This one came with one of those hypey, doohickey things. Yeah, it can happen. So, this one is going back. Yeah, I'll ship that one back. But it's like, what the hell? What the hell is going on with that? But Amazon does that once in a while. It depends on who's packing. Wait, you coming up here? Come on. Yep, meow. Meow is right. Meow. All right, come on. There we go. So we have this. Oh, you got bad breath, dude. Yeah, meow. I know, bad breath. Exactly. That's just what I said. So the album, look at, and Cap's a little surprised by, yes, look at that blue. It's a beautiful blue on there. Yeah, I know you're saying meow. Exactly. And we got an inner sleeve, which has like water and words and nothing on here. This is Rain Parade. No big deal. All right, so let's talk about this album, if Kat will let me. So Rain Parade formed in 81 to 86 in L.A. This, and then in 2012, they reformed again. It was originally formed by college roommates, David Roback and Mike Piucci, Piucci, I don't know. I'm a Carlson. It's easy to pronounce. Okay, you can't screw it up. So so Dave Roback was one of the ones that helped form this. Him and his brother Steve had also had a band called Unconscious, and so Steve came over, and in Unconscious, though, what made that band interesting is one of the band members was Susanna Hoffs from the Bangles. So. But they formed this band, they called it the Rain Parade. And their very first album was Emergency Third Rail Power Trip. And that is probably like the greatest Paisley Underground album ever made. It is so incredibly good. And I have I had found an original one time in Denver a few years back. The flood out wiped out the cover, but I still kept the vinyl, but I haven't been able to find it since. And to order it now is like ungodly. Wow. But so they put out that. Robax, left the group. He formed Opal, which I've showed some of that music before. And he had Kendra Smith from Dream Syndicate sang on that Opal first. And then came along Hope Stanival from Mazzy Star. So, I mean, this guy's been associated with all these people that deal with kind of the dreamy, poppy kind of stuff. Very interesting. Well, in 2012, the group reformed again. And this is the album they put out this year in 2023, Last Rays of a Dying Sun. And by the way, David Roback, he passed a couple years ago, I believe. So on this thing is just filled with starry-eyed vocals, I think is a nice way of saying it. Just beautiful melodies. Mike Puici, he just has this beautiful dreamlike guitar going on. It's more rocking. This is more rocking than that first album, but still it has that Paisley Underground feel that I so like. And even got, like there's a song, was it Got the Fear. It's just a really good rocking song, but it starts with Angel Sister, and it just has that psychedelic chiming guitar. Same with Last Rays of a Dying Sun. The vocals aren't as good, but this is really good. It's just soaring, shimmering, psychedelic music is happening on this. Debbie and Vicki Peterson from the Bangles, they sing backup on a couple of these songs. One of them is kind of like a country-ish, Share Your Love, and then there's another one they sing backup on. But yeah, a little country feel to it. This was super. I was so, I don't know, could hit the top 10. Seems like I've said that about 20 albums. Could hit the top 10. My friend Dave, the vinyl ambassador, he keeps coming out with the best album of the year. And I mean, like every week, well, this is the best album of the year. And says, well, damn you, Dave, I bought it because you said it was. And now another one is. So I at least say top 10. Dave. All right. So, moving on, VC inspired stuff. This is a shed burner, and it is Civics. And Ben Rankin, aka Mike, who had a thread that I did, that only a couple of you watched, but this came out of Melbourne. Yeah, now I'm saying it wrong again. The group formed in 2017. Would you just settle in? It's kind of giving me little nips. I think maybe he's hungry. I don't know. He's trying to eat me. All right, so this is a 5-piece band, and they have and this is their second LP, and it was shown by Mike Rankin, and he said it's a shed burner. Well, look at that. It is on fire. Look at that. We have that beautiful blue of Rain Parade. We got this exciting red. It has an inner, what we got here? Taken by Force. Now, doesn't that kind of go into what's going on in the world? There we got Cool Surfer, and it opens up to words and lyrics. And there they are in a very dark room that you really can't see anything, but that's perfect for the wall. Look at that. So you see that guy surfing, go, oh, surf music. Nah, it's not surf music. This is great. It's great punk-leaning rock and roll, shall we say. It is like Radio Birdman, like the Saints, you know, could be considered in the punk vein, but it's more than that. In fact, Rob Younger, who's the vocalist for Radio Birdman, I believe produced this. Yeah, he did produce this. So it has that real good feel. It's high energy, no frills, just filled with rock and roll type riffs. It's great. It really is good. You know, it's just like proto-punk maybe. Jim McCullough, he's the singer on there. He just has an Iggy Pop type sneer that just adds attitude to this. And what's most important, the most important thing, any album in Australia, if you're going to buy it, do not buy it unless this is a seal of approval. It was mixed and mastered by Mikey Young. Mikey Young, yes. He is the man of Australia. So, this is great. You can find it easily. It's out there. If you want just some hard charging rock with a punk attitude, Civic. Yep, wonderful stuff. Loved it. All right. Now, my favorite album record store day I've talked about in nauseam already. El Niño y el Sol, The Boy and the Sun. And we'll take a look. Look at this vinyl. Yowzers. Huh? Wowzers. Wowzers, yowzers. That is pretty dang cool. And the inner sleeve. All right. Vinyl Richie, I'm going to slip this one back in because I think I can do it quickly if you don't mind. Okay. I'm still totally enamored with this. This came out in 2004. It is filled with soaring flutes, funky bass, distorted guitars, all mixed in here. It just has this laid-back funk going on that is relaxing and fun, almost a little down-tempo like. It's just so cool. Octo Soul Sounds, it was Occult Soul Sounds, and Adrian Quesada made this album. Adrian Quesada from the Black Pumas. And, you know, it's just kind of a laid-back Afro-Cuban funk happening in here. But this is just, wow, so good. Martin Perna, he's another one of the, was one of the producers on here. And Martin Perna, his group is Grupo Fantasma out of Texas. And it is like a Latin funk big band. And how it came to be that he worked with this Adrian Quesada is his car broke down by Adrian's place. He had a Mercedes car that was running on vegetable oil. I don't know. I don't even know how that works, but I guess, you know, those vehicles are out there. They run by vegetable oil. Do you go up to the grocery store and just get a bunch of, hey, you know, Crisco or whatever, and just pour it in your tank? I don't know, but I found that interesting. But his car breaks down by Quesada. Well, it takes 2 weeks to get this thing, you know, he's working on it. I guess he's trying to do some of it. It takes 2 weeks to fix. Well, in that time, Quesada invites him in, and for 2 weeks, they work on this. They work on this together. So as we're getting the vegetable oil eating Mercedes fix, they produce this thing. Now, supposedly, this is a 23 release of the Lost Classic. Oh, just re-release of Lost Classic. I kept thinking it was a soundtrack or something, but oh, it is original motion picture soundtrack. I don't know. Okay, I guess here there's stills, maybe. I have no idea. All I can tell you, if you see this thing, it's not expensive. It is outstanding. Outstanding. Boy, that's what's cool about Record Store Day. I just read that title. I don't know what it is, but it's in Spanish. Though that is almost all instrumental. Enter Wobble. Wobble. Okay, what a cool name. His real name, his parents call him John Joseph Wardle, and born in London in 1958. This guy played on Public Image on their first couple albums. He was a longtime friend of John Lydon. Longtime friend, and which is why even during the Sex Pistol days, he would go in there. He got it's a mini LP, 4 songs. He got the name Wobble because of a drunken, drugged out Sid Vicious was trying to say his name and slurred it, Wobble. And so John Wardle liked that. He goes, God, that actually sounds pretty cool. So I am now Wobble. So thank you, Sid Vicious, for that. That's what he did. He was a bass player that is heavily influenced by dub. Well, he was fired from Pill because he put out an album and he used a bunch of unauthorized material from Metal Box. And Lydon wasn't happy about that, and thus he was fired. And since then, he's put out 35 albums. Well, this is an early one. This came out in 83. Again, it's a mini LP called Snake Charmer. What makes it interesting is The Edge plays on this. The Edge. Then there's a Holger Koziski. I'm not sure who that person is. He does dictaphone. What the hell? A dictaphone, huh? Yeah, it's in there. Also, he plays French horn, a grand piano and guitar, and Ben Mendelsohn. There's a variety of other people. The Invaders of the Heart band's on here. Whatever. This is pretty, it's just I saw this at Radio Wasteland. I hadn't really thought about it. I also thought about Wobble. That's on The Edge. Isn't that interesting? So this is, it's dense, all right? There is a lot of neat things going on. There is a lot of stuff going on. It's like, hey, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And so they said, well, do it all. And let's put it all on here. And they did. I enjoyed it, but it is dense. There is a lot happening, maybe more. This could have used editing. One of those things, if you edited it, you might have had something even better. Great artwork, real fun artwork. I know, you just can't see me. There we go. So that's neat. Also from Wobble, I got this. And this is the quandary though. Here it is. This just, more recently, Wobble, Metal Box, rebuilt in dub. So he takes Metal Box, doesn't play all of Metal Box, just not every selection's on there, but he does it in dub. But here lies the problem. This thing, a sealed copy goes, and I got this dirt cheap on a clearance. It goes sealed for over $100. Now, open, very good, middle position, $63. Sealed over $100. So my quandary is this. To open or not to open? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to open the package and put it on and play it on your spindle, or keep within thy packaging and sealed and make it worth $1 million. Shakespeare. Kinda. So, yeah, I have not listened to it. And I have just never done this. I keep looking. I go, I need to open it. I need to open it. But oh my God, that thing. Oh, can you believe how much that is? Sealed? Wow. But if I don't listen to it, now I can stream it, easy enough and keep it sealed and find out if it's crap or not. But yeah, but I can't see the colored vinyl. So I am. It is a quandary that I've never really done. I've never done that before. But I'm just like, God bless it. Look how much people will pay for that sucker. So, John Wobble. All right. We go into this next. This is neat. I got this one. It was a huge, I mean, we're talking albums for like $5. $5. This. And I didn't even have shipping. So this is World Party. World Party was formed by Carl Wallinger. He was from the Beach Boys, from the Water Boys. 86 to 2015 is when he was there. Oh, you're finally going to. You won't sit down. Don't sit on the albums. All right, thank you very much. All right, now we got some room to talk about this crap. All right, of course, World Party, most known for one of my all-time favorite albums, Goodbye Jumbo, which was their second album. Now, they only did 5 albums, or basically Wallinger did 5 albums. It's like his solo project, just a revolving cast of characters. Egyptology was the 4th one, came out in 97. This is a reissue of it. I never, look at that, I got a hype sticker. It's an indie, I know this is so, oh my God, you're going to show the hype sticker, right, Steve? Yeah. Yeah, indie exclusive. Okay. Collectors. You know, it's about the music. No, it's not. It's about the hype sticker, damn you. So we have this. And came out in 97. This is 60s pop psychedelic feel. Wallinger is a Beatles fanatic. He loves them. You can hear it in the music. You can feel it. It is there. He loves the Beatles. And this is a 2 LP set of 15 songs. 15. And it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Red. And we have it on whatever. Gold, I guess we would call that. That's kind of a ugly gold though, isn't it? I don't know. Let's go. Just a whole lot of words that are so damn small. Nobody my age is ever going to read it. And for the youngsters that don't watch my channel, you could be able to read that. And we got this and more tiny, tiny words. Okay, so this is a great guitar pop album. I think it's the best thing to say. It is like toe-tapping tunes are all over this thing. It's a little long with 15 tracks. We could have edited that down, but this was produced in the time of CDs. During CD period, hey man, just keep going. Make it longer and longer, and we can put in lots of stuff on here. And there's even some nicely crafted ballads. What is it called? You know, like She's the One is a beautiful ballad. But this just wonderful harmonies in here. The guitars are chiming and beautiful. It is World Party. If you've never heard World Party, I do advise you listen to Goodbye Jumbo. Just stream that thing. But this is pure. This is just gorgeous. I really enjoyed this thing. I had never listened to it before. Is it as good as Goodbye Jumbo? It is not. Definitely not. But is it a great listen? It is. And very nice stuff. It is time to make play. It is time to make a living. Look out in the mountains. Look out in the sea. It is time. Moving on, I had one Wire. Now, for me, Wire, this is the greatest Wire. This is Pink Flag. This is my original of this that I picked up. And it's like one of those treasures in a collection. But this one came out, and Wire formed in 76, broke up in 80, they got together in 85, broke up by 92, 99 they got together, and they're still together. Post-punk, one of the very first post-punk groups, and really made the blueprint for it. And they've put out 18 albums, 2 of them in the year 2020. So this is basically it means it's beginning to the back again. It's beginning to that's an A. It's beginning to back again. All right, well, something's messed up in that. Forget it. Okay, this began as a collection of live recordings that they had recorded in Chicago and in Portugal. And so they go to the studio and they have these live recordings. And then they began to deconstruct the live recordings, take them apart, make something new out of it. And basically all that's left from those live recordings is the drums. There's a little bit of vocals, but basically the drums. Otherwise, everything else was done within the studio. It makes it different. Now, I actually found this thing sometimes wire can be hard to listen to. This is it's very kind of an 80s, almost pop type feel in some of the stuff. Super easy to listen to. There's a song German Shepherd. That just seems like 80s pop, quite honestly. They do get weird on things like, I believe was it Public Place was one, where it just starts, getting to this wire area. They have this throbbing bass and that's happening. Definitely gets a little bit stranger, but overall, an extremely listenable wire album. Not bad. It was different, very different from, concerning what they did on just tearing apart this music, these live albums, and making it into this. So, yeah, this came out in, what is it, 88, I believe. Can't find it now. 1989. So 1989. And that's what we got for this week. Thanks for hanging out. Cat's quieted down finally, so enjoy the rest of your week. There'll be a midweek. I don't know, maybe a third one. I don't know yet. I have yet to get that figured out. Have a great one. Bye.